Hello all the change makers. Yes, that's exactly what teachers are, change makers, because education is that one tool that can change the world, right? So thank you for all your comments, for liking all my videos, for sharing them further, and for finding the tips really easy, doable, implementable. So are you ready for some more tips today? So today I will share with you a simple, sensible, doable approach towards online teaching and learning. We will use the KISS formula, that is keep it super simple. And I hope you're all ready with your little notebooks, your reflective journals to make your takeaway notes. So all the best and happy learning. Today I will share with you how do we keep online teaching easy for all of you. I will also share a few doable action steps. But remember, this is the introductory video. And if you want to learn more on any given topic, then you can reach out to me via email or write your comment in the toolbox. So first and foremost, I want you all to reflect on the approach that you have to online learning. And we are not talking about tools. I am not talking about tools yet. We are only talking about how do you approach online learning. Your key to success will lie in your approach. As with anything in life, key to success lies in the approach one has. So your approach can make you a very successful online teacher, or it can lead to burnout, not only in you, but your learners too. And it is all in your hands. It is not in the hands of your management or your leaders. It is in your hands because you are delivering the teaching. There are simple 5 key steps that you should think about. One is that you have to remember you cannot replicate the school timetable or school teaching. You have to prioritize what needs to be taught and focus on that. Focus on deep engagements on the key topics. Second is keep it CCP. CCP is clear, crisp, and precise because they will not be able to focus more than 30 minutes on any topic. Bring in some joy into your online learning. And if you are trying to figure out how, you can look into my teacher tip 2 video, which says joy in online classrooms. You will get a lot of tips there. Fourth is bring in accountability of the learner. You are not responsible for anything. The learner is responsible for her or his learning. Push for SDL. What is SDL? SDL is self-directed learning. Now is the time that you've all been waiting for, that your students should become self-directed learners. They should take ownership of their learning while it is you who is chasing them to finish tasks. So be very clear. This has to be one of the major goals you want to achieve, that you are going to push for self-directed learning. For that, you will have to give them tasks that promote self-directed learning. So we are going to add some sparkle to your online teaching with the 4 essentials that I'm going to share with you. Believe me, these are magical and they'll do wonders in your classroom. A3E, these are my 4 essentials that will add sparkle to your online teaching. You could be teaching K to 12 students or adults. These are applicable to all online learning scenarios. So what is A3E? A is for access, E stands for enrich, engage, and empower. Let's see how do we do this. So by access, I do not mean giving devices, or we are not talking about devices. We are talking about a classroom, online classroom, where children already have those devices with them. The access that I'm talking about is how children take in information. These are the same learners that we had in classrooms that had different styles and needs of learning. So the same topic could be sent out in form of a video, it could be sent out in form of an audio, or you could send a PDF, or it could be on Google Classroom, any form of written text. Because not everybody will be comfortable with the online class, online webinar, or they will not enjoy the video. Some will prefer a pre-recorded audio instead of a video. They will have multiple ways of learning, so please do not forget that. Then we talk about multiple inputs. These are multiple pathways for responses by the children. They do not have to just have one way of responding, that is giving you a written answer. Look at different multiple pathways. They could be polls, they could be videos, they could send you texts, audio notes. There can be so much variety in what you do now. You can ask them to send you their responses in multiple forms. And there are a lot of free tools available for this. But just be very clear about the norms when you start working on these multiple inputs. You have to say, all right, we are all going to start right from where we are. If you're joining in, if it's an online class happening and children are joining in, you're definitely not going to go back and revise everything for them. You'll say, all right, you've joined in late, jump in straight to the class right now. Whatever you want to pick up, catch up on, please do that at your end later on. So access, definitely look at different tools, different methods that you can let them access information, and use multiple ways of inputs from the students. So the second sparkle is the first E of the 3 E's, and that is enrich. How do you do that? You integrate the subjects, bring in variety, and do periodic checks. You can use things like the current news headlines. You could talk about virtual field trips. You can ask children to take virtual field trips. Do identify the ones that you want them to take. You can call a guest speaker. Do not stop the GSPs. You can ask a parent to come in as an expert. You can ask your friends to chip in as experts, and you can have them connect through video calls or audio calls, whatever works. Your friends could also send a pre-recorded message. There are a lot of ways that you can bring in variety and ask more people to join in and make your teaching a little more exciting, little different from the day-to-day teaching. Do periodic checks. So whether you are teaching them directly, synchronous teaching is happening, or whether you're sending them videos and you're asking them to work independently at home, do periodic checks through quizzes, through bingos, through some chat. Use different platforms to check where they are. Keep doing that temperature check. That is really important. Otherwise, you will lose them and you would have moved to the next topic and your children would not have got what they are to learn. As in in-person teaching also, same thing for online teaching. Integrate your subjects, bring in variety, and do periodic checks. So the third sparkle is the second E, which is engage. You all want to engage your children very deeply into their learning so that the learning is deeper and it is joyous and fun for them. How do you do that? You don't have to be the sage on the stage again. You don't have to lead the interactions. Make them in charges. So build in those very authentic interactions with them, and your asynchronous will look very different from synchronous. So you will have to use different modes to build in those interactions. Which are the different modes that you can use? I'll just tell you. So these are the different modes that you can look at. For asynchronous teaching, they can be blogs, they can do podcasts, they can use a lot of Google tools, they can use videos and discussion forums. For synchronous, they can be chats and you can do little breakout sessions with them. I just had a first-hand experience of breakout session, and it was so wonderful because we could get together as a small group and then we merged again and became one big whole group. So we could kind of simulate the classroom interactions and group work. They could also do peer-led instructions where the peers become experts and they share with each other, they lead the instruction, they lead the teaching, and you could just be a facilitator on the side. They can be a link sharing also. They can share links and they can see what to read upon. They can be video lessons and interactive pages for getting feedback, for engagement, for working together is a fabulous, fabulous tool. Please try it out. If you have no idea what interactive pages are, just Google, type, and you will find plenty of them. Actually, you don't have to create too many things. They are all available. All these tools are already there. Just get very comfortable using them. And again, think of your approach. What do you want? You want to engage your learners. You want their learning to be enriched, and you want them to be self-directed learners. The fourth sparkle is empower. Empower them to lead their learning. And one of the best ways to do that is build in authentic group work. Build in experiences for group work. And you don't have to do it online always. You can just build in authentic group work in your asynchronous teaching also. You divide the tasks. Let each child have one role in the teaching process. Let them be experts. Somebody could be a communication manager, someone could be a subject expert, somebody could be like a social worker, and whatever you are teaching, that person could discuss about the social impact. They could be somebody who's a digital expert, so when they have to make their presentations, this person is the digital expert and does the blog or does the video or does the PPT or the recording, whatever. Another good job that they can have, one of them could be a PR agent. So what does a PR agent do? They spread the knowledge far and wide. They share that, they are the experts and they have something to share with others. So this PR agent could reach out to the other people in the group, and maybe you could invite somebody else from another class. So you could have classrooms collaborating instead of children of the same class collaborating. You could have a bigger collaborative platform, something that you've been wanting to do as teachers, where all the sections come together and there could be good, healthy collaboration happening there. That would be so much fun for all of you to break out from your own classrooms to engage other peers, to engage all the children of that grade, all the children from different sections, and a huge collaboration project could take place. And what do we want? We want 21st century learning. So in whatever tools I have covered up, you have collaboration, there is creativity happening, there is good communication happening, and definitely critical thinking. What more do we want? We've already led our children towards self-directed learning and using 21st century skills. That is all for now. In the coming videos, I will be sharing the strategies for A3E in detail. As I said earlier, this is just an introductory video, and every topic of A3E will be discussed in detail in the videos to come. In the meanwhile, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share my videos. If you have any burning question or query, you can reach out to me at namrata.rathi@gmail.com. You could also leave a comment and I will revert. Thank you. Bye-bye. Happy learning.